And the aftermath of this flooding emergency really is shocking. In the last 45 minutes, Lake County declared a state of emergency. And take a look at this massive washout just feet from homes in Mount Dora. Good afternoon. I'm Greg Warmoth.
And I'm Darlene Jones. It really is just an incredible sight to see the damage here. And just in the last 10 minutes, we got new information from Mount Dora and Lake County leaders. There have been no reports of injuries. That is the good news here. But here's what else we learned. In just the last 10 minutes, Lake County leaders say Donnelly Street and Wolf Branch Road in Mount Dora are closed indefinitely. And they tell us now it could take years to repair all of this. We'll show you the dangerous washouts there in just a moment. In Brevard County, US 1 northbound in Cocoa is closed at Fay Boulevard. And in the last hour, Lake County declared a state of emergency. Titusville did as well just a few hours ago. And right now, Greg, crews are watching the St. Johns River where there is a flood warning in effect near Geneva. Certified Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry tracking it all. And Tom, this flooding felt like a hurricane for so many.
Yeah, epic amounts of rainfall here, rivaling or even surpassing some of the hurricanes of years past, especially in Lake County with the amount of rain we had yesterday. So what in the world happened? We had a warm front that moved in from the south. We've seen this happen before, but what happened? We actually developed a couple of miniature low pressure areas along this front, one over Lake County, which basically just got it stuck in the mud over here, almost literally with the rainfall, and a second low that was spinning along the coast in Brevard County. And that just brought downpour after downpour with very high rainfall rates with the lightning. And you could see 10 to 15 inches of rain in this one location. It was about 15 miles away in Apopka. And of course, we had 10 to 12 inches in Titusville and into Cocoa. Right now, another line of showers and storms is on the way. Won't be quite as heavy tonight, but I'm really going to keep an eye on things. It doesn't take much. After yesterday, showers from Orlando south and west of Windermere, Astatula getting some rain also just east of the villages. And we're going to keep these storms moving toward the east coast through around sunset tonight. So this area in particular, southeast of Orlando and along the coast, I'm really watching for additional probably 2 to 3 inches of rain. Then, of course, Melissa, we haven't even touched on, which is going to be a Cat 5 near Jamaica by daybreak, Greg.
First things first, we'll deal with the local issues, and we do begin our severe weather Team 9 field coverage in Mount Dora, which saw the most rainfall. Channel 9's Demi Johnson live on Donnelly Road, the main road into Mount Dora. And Demi, crews have been out looking at the damage all day.
Yeah, Greg, taking photos, obviously, but also just taking it all in because this is wild, what you see behind us. I know we've been showing you pictures all day, video all day, but you can see how the road is just caved in, crumbled to pieces. And yeah, we just got an update from leaders here in Mount Dora who said it could be like this, closed, not able to pass through it for more than a year. Dramatic video from Drone 9 shows land crumbling behind homes in Mount Dora. It's just off North Donnelly Street, the main drag that takes you to the heart of downtown. The road is no longer accessible after rain washed large sections of it out. A car could be seen flipped upside down, but thankfully no one was inside.
My first thought was, oh my gosh, is there somebody in there that's drowned during the night? Because the water obviously must have been pretty high in that ditch. Residents reacted when they saw the damage in the daylight. Kenzie Woodward struggled to navigate the high water as she tried to drive home from work Sunday night.
I've been processing a lot of that as I'm watching it. It's helping, but also, a lot of emotions to think that it could have been, it could have been something that I drove right into.
Wolf Branch Road also washed out. We saw a car stranded in high water and at least one home with water inside.
I trust in the higher power, and he blessed me greatly. I can tell you, I went out and was praising him up and down because I have very little damage to my property.
You're looking live at North Donnelly Street in Mount Dora where the road has caved in. We did again just get an update from officials here in Mount Dora who said that that was caused by actually a water main break in a surrounding neighborhood. That's that neighborhood we showed you where the land was caving in around those homes. So that's what caused all of this to happen behind us. Again, could take a year before this is back open. Live in Mount Dora, Demi Johnson, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Demi. Major concerns, I'm sure, for those homeowners. There is now a citywide boil water notice for Mount Dora. Crews identified the location, as you just heard Demi mention, of that water main break this morning. The precautionary notice advises customers to boil water for 1 minute before drinking, cooking, brushing your teeth, and washing your dishes. Now, if you see or have property damage, you can report it to the Citizens Information Line at the number on your screen. It is 352-253-9999. Calling the line will help Lake County and its cities coordinate the resources you need.
And our severe weather Team 9 coverage continues with Giovanni Diaz live in Titusville there in Brevard County. And Gio's in a neighborhood off US 1 that experienced flooding. Gio, the city is now under a state of emergency as well.
And Greg, case in point, just take a look where we are right now. This has been going on here since last night, according to the residents here. Now, they're hoping that with the state of emergency, things will get back to normal soon.
So from then on, it just kept raining and kept raining and kept raining.
It was a washout. In just a few hours, homes at this trailer park in Titusville were underwater.
It was like a wave coming from the back door and the front sliding glass door. It was scary, you know. We unplugged everything, and it just poured, simply poured, and the wind was so bad. My sister's car was ruined.
Folks out here had to walk through knee-high waters to get out of their homes. Tons of vehicles were stuck. Residents say flooding around here is unusual, so imagine how they felt when water started coming in.
But this time, just because of the storm, it flooded many homes.
Yep.
And usually it does not, even during like a hurricane.
Never seen anything like this and that quick.
The storm leaving a path of destruction across Brevard County. Take a look at US 1 in North Titusville. Part of the road simply collapsed. The mayor now declaring state of emergency following the rain. Meanwhile, in Mims, the water also invaded all units of this motel on Irwin Drive. Neighbors teamed up, trying to help one another.
It came through the front door. The back door was coming through parts of my roof last night. And my yard looks like a big lake right now.
And earlier today, we saw the Red Cross here helping residents. And because the flood continues even after the rain is over, the city of Titusville is now offering sandbags. We have locations and times at WFTV.com. Reporting live in Titusville, I'm Giovanni Diaz, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, and in just the last hour, Lake County opened 5 sandbag sites in Sorrento at East Lake Sports Complex, in Umatilla at North Lake Regional Park, in Leesburg at Pier Park, and in Tavares at Hickory Point Rec Complex. And again, it's all because of what you see here. You should take your own shovel and prepare to fill your own bag. They'll be out there until 7 tonight. Each household is limited to 10 bags. You can find more detailed information, Greg, on our website, WFTV.com.
Yeah, and Darlene, Seminole County also opening sandbag locations as a precaution. Crews monitoring elevated water levels in the St. Johns River. It rises very slowly, so it could be several days, if not a week, before the full effects here are felt. You can take your own shovels to fill sandbags at the Old Geneva Fire Station on 2nd Street and Sanford Public Works on Fulton Street. Both of those locations today open until 7. We'll let you know if they're open tomorrow.
And you can always get the latest information on our forecast with the Channel 9 weather app. It's easy and simple to download. You'll get real-time updates and live radar information sent straight to your cell phone.